Hey everyone, it's Joe here from the Bill Coors Wellness Center, and I am bringing you the third squat variation for the Squat-tober challenge. And you guessed it, we are here with the handy dandy barbell. We're going over the barbell back squat today. This is probably my favorite exercise. I think everybody should do some variation of this, but this is the king, the barbell back squat. So let's get into it. First, your setup. This is a basic squat rack here. A couple of things you're going to do before you get that bar or that weight on your back. You're going to, make sure, now that barbell has weight on it and it's got the hooks, but these J hooks right here, you can adjust the height. And one thing that you want to make sure of is that this J hook is not too high. So for instance here, even if I can get it off on my tippy toes and then come down and I finish my squats and now I'm exhausted, my posture's giving, I can't get up and you have no spot, that can create a very dangerous situation. So when in doubt, we want this J hook under the shoulder so you can easily walk it right in and right out. Next, we have these safeties right here. Safeties are going to be super important. You guessed it, they are safe. What they're designed for is to catch the weight if you can't. If you're not going to be able to finish the lift, they're designed to hold a lot of weight, so you can drop this barbell on it. Obviously, I wouldn't just be throwing stuff on it, but make sure they're in there and secure. The height of the safety matters. So if you're doing really low squats, which you should be doing relatively low squats, you're going to want to put that safety lower than you expect to be squatting. But if you need to give out on the lift, you can simply unhook the arms and drop the weight on it. It'll be fine, keep you safe. You should also have a spotter if you're squatting, especially if you're squatting heavier. Next, let's see. So I've got my barbell in here. I've got 135 on the bar. That's not going to be too much. I'll show you how to do it. But before we get under the actual weight, I'm going to tell you how you should have your feet. A lot of people tell you different things. You want to be out wide, maybe narrow grip. For a regular barbell back squat, we're going to keep it neutral grip, or neutral feet. So something that I've been told and that I teach clients, one way to know where is my neutral grip. Maybe I'm overthinking it. One test you can do is jump. See how high you jump, or your highest way to jump, and that's usually about a neutral grip for your feet. So you want to be neutral, not too wide, not too close. Slightly angle those feet outward, so slightly angled outward. So I've got this barbell on my back. I'm sending the hips back, and my knees are going to follow the direction of my toes. So my toes are slightly angled outward, so are my knees. If you're going in, this is a problem. So definitely watch yourself squat before you get under the rack without any weight. See that neutral stance and make sure your knees are going in the direction of the toes and then back up. Excellent. So here we are. I am going to get under the barbell here. Two ways that you can have this barbell for a back squat on your back. You can have a high bar squat or a low bar squat. High bar is simply going to be on your upper traps here. It's going to make the weight more neutral on your back. Just make sure that it's not compensating your posture. You want to have good posture on this bar no matter whether it's high bar or low bar. Posture is key. If you can't hold your posture up, we need to lower the weight. Or you can do a low bar, which is going to be kind of on your lower traps. It's going to force you to bend over a little bit more. You might need a little bit more shoulder mobility to get in that position. Again, something to practice without weight on the bar. See if you can get in there. I prefer to do low bar squats, so that's what I'm going to show you all today. So I've got my J hooks nice and low that my shoulders can walk under. I'm going to get under the bar, and like I said, low bar squat. So I'm not just hooking on like this. With the squat, you can really open your hands up. You can go a little bit wider if you need it for the mobility, or keep it closer, but you don't have to hook. That's going to be a little bit tougher to grab onto. So what you want to do is your hands are like claws like this, or like hooks, and you want to break that bar over your back. So you have good posture, but you're breaking the bar. Everything's nice and tight. So here's a good solid rep. I'm going to get under the bar, hands open like that, and walk it out to that neutral grip, or that neutral width. And I'm going to breathe in. When I go down, I'm going to breathe in all the way down nice and slow, and then on the way up, I'm going to slowly exhale. So here we go, one good rep. Nice and deep squat. Excellent. We're going to hit one more. Just make sure it's racked. Walk out. So make sure the posture's not hunched over. That's why we want to Open this up. You want to squeeze those shoulder blades, bend that bar over your back. Breathing in, sending not hips to one side or the other. It's definitely helpful to do this in a mirror so that way you can see if you're compensating, and if that's the case, we need to find out why you're compensating. But you want to be even, sending the hips down, breathing in nice. And you don't want to be looking down. We want to keep this posture kind of looking up a little bit, not too much up, but upright posture. Lock it out. And that is the barbell back squat for you all. Hope you've enjoyed these squat variations. Go get under a barbell, be safe about it. If you have any questions, reach out, and keep on squatting, my friends. Have a good week. Cheers.